Okay, hey everyone. Hi guys, good evening, all of you. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat box if I'm audible to all of you guys. Hi, all of you. Please let me know, guys, in the chat box if you can hear me. So, I welcome you all in this session. And this is a physics workshop, a special get ahead workshop for you guys. And this is for the students who are going to take JEE or NEET in 2020, right? तो जो बच्चे 2020 में देने वाले that means you have just moved to class 12, isn't it? Okay, great. So I can see Tejas, Aditya, Jashwant, Suraj. Welcome you all in this session. Chalo. So just let me clarify this. This is not for the students who have given JEE this year or who are going to take JEE Advanced this year. Okay, for you guys, different series is going on in YouTube. This is for the students who have just moved to class 12th and they want to figure out how to get ahead in physics. Okay, welcome you all guys. So a bit of introduction of mine. My name is Gaurav Gupta, did my engineering from NIT Rourkela. I have qualified this GATE examination with 99.5 percentile, and yeah, I have been teaching since last 4 plus years, and I have taught and mentored 5,000 plus students. And because of your love that you guys have shown towards Vedantu, we are here in this live webinar. Okay, chalo, great. So, guys, the agenda for today or the topic of today is getting ahead in physics. Okay, first of all, why it is important to get ahead in physics. Guys, you all know that if you are preparing for JEE main or for NEET, in both the examinations, getting a good rank is not at all possible without physics. है ना? Without physics, it is not at all possible. JEE mein you will be having 30 questions from each subject, 30 from maths, 30 from chemistry, and 30 from physics. And let me tell you, the rank decider in JEE is physics. Because देखो, chemistry is somewhat easy for most of the students, right? You will be scoring well in your chemistry. Maths भी most of the students do very well. वो कर लेते हैं maths and chemistry, right? जो बॉटल नेक ऑपरेशन है वो है फिजिक्स. बॉटल नेक मीन्स you just come out of the bottle but the neck is so small you stuck there, isn't it? How many of you feel difficult in physics, guys? For how many of you physics is the bottleneck जो आपको परेशान करता है? Let me know. So Karthik is telling he faces difficulty in physics, right? I know for most of the students this is the difficult topic. Actually physics is not difficult, but yeah, it bothers you a lot, isn't it? ऑल्सो इफ यू गो फॉर नीट, यहाँ पे तो वेटेज ऐसा है 50% वेटेज इज फॉर बायोलॉजी, 25% फॉर केमिस्ट्री, 25% फॉर फिजिक्स. दो वेटेज इज लेस देन बायो, बट यहाँ पे भी योर सिलेक्शन इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन फिजिक्स. Those who do well in physics, they get good ranks because they go bio and chemistry everyone can prepare, right? And most of the students don't feel any difficulty in bio and chemistry. Now, the basic idea behind this is the approach towards physics is slightly different. So, if you are clear towards the approach of physics, that how to approach this particular subject, obviously you are going to get some advantage from the other students, isn't it? So, this session is having this aim itself, this goal itself, that let's try to understand the approach towards the physics. Okay, so first of all, first thing to understand, without physics, not able, you are not be able to get the selection in any examination, JEE or NEET, right? तो सबसे पहले हमें इसका fear हटाना पड़ेगा. Now the next part that comes is the approach, why it is different. So basically I'll start from NEET. In bio you have to remember the facts, है ना? आपको facts याद करने होते हैं. Many things you have to remember. So this is more memory based. Chemistry में भी few numericals are there, but most of the things are memory based, right? If you know the fact, you know the fact, you can give the answer. Otherwise you are gone, isn't it? But in physics, the 90 plus percent of the questions will be numerical based. Okay, 90 plus percent questions जो आएंगे वो purely numerical based होंगे. So those will be analytical also. You have to know the formula, and in many cases just knowing the formula also will not be enough, right? सिर्फ अगर आपको formula याद भी है, then also many cases you will not be able to solve the problems. सेम गोज विद जेई, जेई में तो 95% प्लस क्वेश्चंस आर फ्रॉम न्यूमेरिकल्स ओनली. ओके, सब ये न्यूमेरिकल्स ही होते हैं, isn't it? Only one or two questions will be there which are of theory based. Theory questions में मतलब fact पूछ लेंगे डायरेक्ट. And that also happens in JEE mains sometimes. JEE advanced में तो no theory you will see, isn't it? So basically you need to understand this topic. First of all, understand this point कि फिजिक्स में you need to go for numerical approach, है ना. आपको समझना पड़ेगा कि how do I have to approach the numericals. अब न्यूमेरिकल्स में देर आर फ्यू थिंग्स. जस्ट नोइंग द फॉर्मूला इज नॉट एनफ, बट नोइंग द फॉर्मूला इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. पहली चीज है वो है फॉर्मूला. ठीक है. सो इन फिजिक्स गाइस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, टू गेट अहेड इन फिजिक्स, अभी जैसे यू हैव स्टार्टेड इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स आई सपोज, राइट, इन स्कूल एंड ऑल, isn't it? And I have a surprise also for you from Vedantu. I'll be telling you towards the end of the session. तो once you have started studying the electrostatics, और जैसे ही आप शुरू करते हो, लेट्स से फर्स्ट टॉपिक यू स्टडी कूलॉम्स लॉ और इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू, द फर्स्ट टास्क इज मेकिंग फॉर्मूला शीट्स. This you will not understand ki how helpful it is. This you will understand when you are going to give the JEE examination, okay? And when you will be having only some amount of time, like 1 week or 15 days are left, you cannot read whole notes or whole book, okay? And then these formula sheets are going to help you a lot in this, okay? So first strategy, guys, which every topper makes for physics is formula sheet. These formula sheets can be an A4 sheet paper, right? A4 size paper. But in A4 size paper, you have to include many formulas. So your font size will be small. Obviously, that will be readable. But I suppose that you can make maximum 2 to 3 sheets and you can include all the formulas that are there in electrostatics. Now imagine the situation. If you can revise whole electrostatics in just 2 or 3 A4 sheets, it is like awesome, right? Just see the pages and that will take more, not more than 10 or 15 minutes, right? और तुम्हें सारे फॉर्मूले याद हो जाएंगे. You will be able to revise it, okay? So most of the students, they do well initially. आप शुरू में अच्छा कर पाते हो. You will be able to solve the problems. But if you don't make the formula sheets and proper notes, you are going to suffer a lot later on at the later stage of your preparation, because now you are doing only electrostatics, then current will come, then capacitor will come, magnetism will come, modern physics will come, ray optics will come. So dekho, with time it will be a burden for you, right? A pile of formula. So obviously, guys, if you are not arranging things well initially itself, later on it will be a mess, isn't it? So to save yourself from mess, kindly create the formula sheets, okay? Because see, 95% plus numericals, right? And all the numericals require what? Formula. But now this is just half job done, isn't it? Just knowing the formula is not going to do anything for me, isn't it? Yes, we'll be doing some questions also, Sarika, towards the end. Okay. First, I'll be telling you the strategy for it. Okay, sir, how to be motivated for JEE Ace Trooper? That is a tricky question. Okay. First of all, the motivation should come from within. You must know that. Okay. Dekho, a teacher can come or an educator can come. He can motivate you. You will get motivated, but that motivation will not last long. Okay, that motivation will be maybe for a few hours, 3 4 hours, or maybe for 1 day 2 days, maximum chalo 1 week. But after that, again you will be feeling low, and this happens with all the students, right? Most of the students. If you want the real motivation and long term motivation, it should come from within. So first of all, you trying to find out the answer that why I need to take this JEE examination. Okay, जिस दिन ये क्लियर हो जाएगा that I have to clear this JEE examination, उस दिन अपने आप मोटिवेशन आना शुरू हो जाएगा. Okay, yes, good. And yeah, same goes for NEET also. Okay, yeah, fine. Let's move ahead. So the first thing to get ahead in physics is we should make the formula sheets, which will make us enable us to solve the numericals, right? At least we know the formula. We'll have that confidence कि ठीक है ये मुझसे हो सकता है. But then just knowing the formula, you know that it is not going to help you, right? So the next thing, how to approach, what should be the total overall approach if I want to clear this JEE examination, right? There are many things just knowing the formula or just knowing the concept is not going to help you, right? It is a continuous process which you have to do for the next 1 year. Then only you are going to get a good rank, isn't it? So now we are going to study about the approach कि क्या करना पड़ेगा exactly to clear this JEE examination. Okay, so what should be your approach? First of all, guys, whenever you are reading any topic, जब भी आप मान लो electrostatics, current, electricity, always go to the very basic of the topic. Okay, it may happen in your school that teacher is not teaching from the basic or just they are telling the formula and all. Ask questions again and again, or also join a very good trusted institute where you can have the basic understanding of the topics, right? So I'll give you one surprise. In Vedantu also we are going to launch one very good series for whole 1 year. So वो तो बात की बात है, but yeah, for now we just need to understand this, that basics are very important. Okay, because sometimes students know the formula, students know how to solve problems, but then examiner will ask a very basic topic. अब वो basic अगर आपको आता नहीं है, you will not be able to solve the problem, right? So the basic approach, how it should be, that I'm going to tell now. देखो, so I have broke up the things in 5 different parts. Okay, 5 different parts which is required for our physics. देखो, फर्स्ट पॉइंट, सबसे पहले फर्स्ट पॉइंट, द लैंग्वेज ऑफ फिजिक्स इज मैथ्स. ये हमें समझना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो वेन एवर वी एक्सप्लेन एनी टॉपिक इन फिजिक्स, हम लैंग्वेज की तरह क्या यूज करते हैं? वी यूज मैथ्स. ओके, बिकॉज एनी टॉपिक व्हेन वी एक्सप्लेन, राइट, मोशन एक्सप्लेन करना है, we go for the equations. S is equal to ut plus half at square, v equal to u plus 8, isn't it? So हर जगह मैथमेटिक्स है यहाँ पे, राइट? तो फिजिक्स का लैंग्वेज ही मैथ्स है. तो इफ यू आर नॉट वेरी गुड इन दिस बेसिक मैथ्स वाला पार्ट, ऑब्वियसली यू आर गोइंग टू सफर इन फिजिक्स ओवरऑल, चाहे वो 11th का टॉपिक हो और बीट 12th का टॉपिक, एनी टॉपिक ऑफ फिजिक्स, यू आर गोइंग टू सफर इफ योर बेसिक मैथ्स इज नॉट क्लियर. अब देखो बेसिक मैथ्स व्हाट इट इंक्लूड्स. सबसे पहले बेसिक मैथ इंक्लूड्स द ग्राफ्स, है ना? सबसे पहले आपको ग्राफ्स आना चाहिए. व्हाट इज अ ग्राफ ऑफ अ स्ट्रेट लाइन? y equal to mx plus c, isn't it? You should be knowing about parabola and all. You should be knowing about rectangular hyperbola, because thermodynamics में you must have seen the isothermal curve, right? A PV diagram. So pressure versus volume diagram, rectangular hyperbola. Now if you are not aware of the graph, obviously you are going to suffer in this, right? So if you have not done this graphs very well, abhi bhi time hai, do it very well. Okay, yeah, you have to do it anyway. So you can open up any basic book of physics, even HC Verma will do the job, or your NCRT also will do the job. Initially pages, right, they have given some mathematics, basic maths, वो आप अपना clear कर लो एक बार, it will be very useful. Okay, here also in Vedantu you will be having some videos online available, and also in our courses we provide the recordings of our basic maths and all, right? वो भी हम provide करते हैं. So that I'll be telling you later on. Apart from graphs, यहाँ पे और क्या क्या required होगा? Some logarithmic functions, isn't it? And the basic important thing is calculus. इसके बिना तो physics is not at all possible, right? Differentiation and integration. Because देखो up to 10th your problems were like put the value and get the answer. But यहाँ पे कभी area will be changing, कभी electric field का direction change हो रहा है, isn't it? Those things will be there, and you have to integrate or differentiate. तो ये tools अगर आपको नहीं आते हैं, calculus, that is integration or differentiation, then it will be very difficult. No, HC Verma is not too hard. HC Verma is a easy book, okay, basic book for your JEE, and that is recommended up to for JEE mains. Okay, JEE advanced के लिए different books are there, so it is not too hard. You can read it, okay, and it will become fine. तो language of physics ये हमारा clear होना चाहिए, which is mathematics, है ना? चलो, तो ये समझ में आ गया, ये तो हमें करना ही है. सबसे पहले इसको अपना फाइन कर लो. ओके, कैलकुलस आना चाहिए, ग्राफ्स आना चाहिए, ऑल द बेसिक मैथ्स आना चाहिए, लाइक लॉग्स एंड ऑल, राइट? अब देखो सेकेंड वन, अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ बेसिक्स. सो व्हेनेवर यू आर डूइंग एनी टॉपिक, we have to start the topic from very basic. What is the history, how it started, right? Because if you know the basic, you can just play with the topic, right? तभी आप खेल पाओगे टॉपिक के साथ, अदरवाइज नॉट. अब जैसे वेरी सिंपल पॉइंट, वन वेरी सिंपल पॉइंट, व्हेन यू स्टडी कूलॉम्स लॉ, राइट, यू से फोर्स इज इक्वल टू k q1 q2 डिवाइडेड बाय r स्क्वायर. नाउ दिस इज द स्केलर फॉर्म ऑफ द कूलॉम्स लॉ, है ना? तो इवन इफ वन चार्ज इज नेगेटिव, आप इसका सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड ही निकालते हो यहाँ से, एंड इफ वन चार्ज इज पॉजिटिव वन चार्ज इज नेगेटिव, from your brain you think about it that these forces will be attractive in nature because they are having opposite charge, है ना. So no need to write minus in the formula. अब ये Coulomb's law के लिए ठीक था, but when it comes to the electrostatic potential energy, formula is k q1 q2 upon r. Here you have to consider the minus sign of charge also because it is a scalar quantity. अब ये अगर बेसिक आपको क्लियर नहीं है वेक्टर एंड स्केलर, देन यू आर गोइंग टू सफर, इजंट इट. यहाँ पे यू डोंट नीड टू पुट द माइनस साइन बिकॉज इट इज द स्केलर फॉर्म ऑफ द फॉर्मूला, बट यहाँ पे यू हैव टू पुट द माइनस साइन ऑल्सो बिकॉज इफ वन ऑफ द चार्ज इज नेगेटिव द पोटेंशियल एनर्जी विल बी माइनस के q1 q2 अपॉन r, राइट. तो ये सब क्लियर कब होगा, व्हेन यू हैव स्टडीड द टॉपिक वेरी वेल. सिर्फ आपने फॉर्मूला पढ़ के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं किया, आपने समझने की कोशिश की कि व्हाई आई एम नॉट राइटिंग माइनस इन दिस केस बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टेकन द डायरेक्शन हियर, है ना, तो मुझे माइनस लिखने की जरूरत है नहीं, इजंट इट. So these basics you need to understand first of all, right? Once you have understood the basic, you have to go for the visualization and graphs, okay? So physics में visualization is very important. अब जैसे ही वो बोलेगा कि there is a string attached to one hinge and one side of the string is attached to a pendulum, तो आपको तुरंत ये दिख जाना चाहिए कि there is a hinge, there is a string, there is a pendulum, ये तुरंत दिख जाना चाहिए, right? So that kind of visualization is required. Whatever is written in the question, a picture should be made in your brain कि ठीक है ऐसा होगा. And initially it will not happen. You have to draw the diagram. ये बहुत important tip है guys. Whenever you are solving a question of physics, draw diagram of this. Okay, draw the diagram. तब आपको और ज्यादा clarity आ जाएगा. Okay, yes. Next is once you have done the basic understanding, once you have visualized graphs and all, you have understood. आपको फॉर्मूला याद हो गया है. फर्स्ट पॉइंट वाज फॉर्मूला ओनली इफ यू रिमेंबर. प्रैक्टिस practice practice and practice. It is a cyclic process. आपने thermodynamics से पढ़ा होगा, right? All the heat engine and the refrigerator, they work on a cyclic process. Cyclic process है तभी continuous work done मिलेगा, otherwise it will stop after some time. जैसे बाइक है, when you start the bike, engine should be continuously running, right? And heat engine should continuously deliver the power. With our preparation also same thing is there. If you just study once and then forget it, then you are not doing it again and again, you will forget everything, okay? And the job will be not done, all the energy will be waste. So this is a very important point. Cyclic process mein hi chalna hai, okay? Again and again you have to practice it. And then finally tests and analysis. Take tests. Yeah, electrostatics I'll be helping on that, don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. So test you have to take and then analyze it. Only taking test is not important. Sometimes students do this. कोई भी अच्छा सा test series ले लिया, giving the test but not analyzing. If you are not analyzing, how you will come to know that you committed this mistake, and how will you rectify this mistake in the next test? Only by analysis, right? So after each test you have to analyze it, okay? तो analyze करो और उसके बाद फिर आपको अगले टेस्ट में जाओ, okay? So these 5 steps guys, please note down these 5 steps. They are going to help you out in your JEE preparation or NEET preparation, okay? Good. चलो next thing, the weightage. अब देखो थोड़ा सा 12th के टॉपिक पे बात कर लेते हैं because now you have already moved to grade 12, right? So let's see the weightage of physics. Unit wise क्या weightage होता है? There are few important bifurcations in physics. जैसे mechanics होता है. So mechanics will include all the kinematics thing, Newton's laws of motion, work power energy, rotational motion, gravitation, elasticity, है ना, fluid mechanics, ये सब include करके, waves also. So this whole thing is known as mechanics. अब इसका weightage जो है that is huge, right? 35.67% is the weightage. I know some of you must not have done mechanics very well in 11th, right? And now you are in 12th. This is the case with most of you, isn't it, guys? देखो अभी you can do one thing. Go for any basic book and just solve the problems of which theory you already know, जो तुम्हें पहले से पता है. Because now, if you will focus on mechanics from here, right? If you will focus on mechanics from here, you are going to lose the 12th topics, which is also having a very good weightage in your JEE, right? So abhi to you go for 12th topics only. So in our course that we are giving in Vedantu, I'll be telling about you that we are planning to finish the 11th topic, sorry, 12th topics by maximum August or September. अगस्त या सितंबर तक ईच वीक वी विल बी हैविंग 3 क्लासेस और हम ये सारा 12th का टॉपिक अगस्त या सितंबर तक विल जस्ट फिनिश. This is the point, okay? So that after September you can go for 11th topics and you can kill the 11th topics as well. Because देखो guys, now at this point of time you should be focusing on electrostatics, current, electricity, magnetism, ये सब चल रहा होगा भी, right? And then ray optics will come, the modern physics will come. Abhi if you will go and go on two different boats, your boat will sink, isn't it? अभी टाइम है सिर्फ एक चीज में फोकस करने का, दैट इज 12th का पोर्शन. So don't go for 11th ka portion right now. Don't think that mechanics is having very good weightage. I should study mechanics right now. You should not do that, okay? First of all, up to August or September, go for this 12th portion, and then after September, kill the 11th portion also. But if you have done 11th portion in 11th very well, then you can time to time you can just practice the questions, right? 1 or 2 hours you can give in a day and practice the question of that, okay? Right now just forget about it, अभी के लिए भूल जाओ, focus on 12th. तो ये heat and thermodynamics which is having 9.67% weightage, this is also 11th का topic, this is also 11th का topic, अभी इसको छोड़ दो आप, okay? Start from this electrostatics and magnetism, 17% is also a very good weightage, right? And then current, electricity and EMI, ये दोनों अगर आप combine करोगे, this is like 47%, isn't it? Sorry, 37%, isn't it? 37% weightage is waiting for you in coming 2 or 3 months. Just focus on that right now, okay? Mechanics एक टाइम के लिए भूल जाओ, इन 37% पे फोकस करो and it will be very useful for you. And just after that, this is waiting for you 17% of optics and modern physics, है ना? यहाँ पे हमारा बेसिक फोकस होना चाहिए अभी, because we are in class 12th, we have to do boards also, we have to do JEE का syllabus also, right? ये जो टॉपिक है मैकेनिक्स एंड थर्मोडायनेमिक्स, दिस आई टोल्ड यू, राइट? आफ्टर सितंबर just focus on that and kill them also, okay? So this should be our strategy. First of all, this portion, and this portion, right? Derivation, yes, they are important for your NCRT, isn't it? तो वो भी हमें ध्यान देना है, but yeah, not much time you have to take for derivations. Read the basics, do the formula, solve the problems, basic problems, okay? Previous year problems and all. So this should be our strategy, guys, okay? So I hope the strategy is clear to all of you. ये हमारा टॉपिक का फ्लो होगा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स से बढ़ेंगे टुवर्ड्स मॉडर्न फिजिक्स. द अप्रोच आई हैव टोल्ड यू, व्हाट 5 पॉइंट्स यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, ओके? सबसे पहले बेसिक मैथ्स क्लियर कर लो, अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक्स, विजुअलाइजेशन शुड बी देयर, ग्राफ यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड वेरी वेल, प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस, एंड लास्ट टेस्ट और एनालिसिस भी होना चाहिए, ओके? यस, दिस शुड बी आवर अप्रोच. चलो गाइस, सो आई हैव हेल्प यू आउट इन दीज थिंग्स. देखो एक टॉपिक कर लेते हैं जल्दी से, राइट? आई विल बी टेलिंग यू कि कैसे रीडिंग द टॉपिक कैन मेक डिफरेंस इन योर प्रिपरेशन, ओके? व्हाट शुड बी द बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग, कैसे समझना चाहिए टॉपिक, ओके? चलो कूलॉम्स लॉ पे थोड़ी देर बात कर लें. इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स एंड मैग्नेटिज्म. देखो कूलॉम्स लॉ, so all of you must have studied, right? Let's say you have two charges Q1 and Q2, there will be some force of interaction between them. अब देखो, best thing about class 12th is most of the topics are related to class 11th. अब जैसे Coulomb's law, ऐसा ही आपने लॉ पढ़ा होगा ग्रेविटेशन में, isn't it guys? M1 and M2, two masses are there, they will always attract each other with a force given by G M1 M2 divided by R square, है ना? Force of attraction in gravitation. Similarly, you must have studied this Coulomb's law also यहाँ पे, and the equations are exactly the similar. So when you have two charges, unlike masses, when the two charges are there, then also they'll be having some force. Let's say distance is R, then they will be having this force exactly similar to this K Q1 Q2 divided by R square, right? अब देखो, when you have two positive charges, then there will be a force of repulsion, they will repel each other. When you have two negative charges, then also they will repel each other. But when you have one positive, one negative, then they attract each other. One negative, one positive, they will also attract each other, right? अब देखो यहाँ पे जो मैं पॉइंट आपको बता रहा था, द कांस्टेंट k is having a value 9 into 10 power 9. Okay, q1 q2 are the charges, r square is the distance. Here guys, in this formula, when you write down, you don't have to take the sign of q1 and q2, because from your brain you are actually writing down the directions. Okay, directions you are already writing. This is known as स्केलर फॉर्म ऑफ द कोलॉम्स लॉ. ओके, तो यहाँ पे हमें प्लस माइनस लिखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, राइट? यू डोंट हैव टू राइट प्लस एंड माइनस. अब देखो यहां से यू विल जस्ट कम टू नो वन थिंग, दैट फोर्स इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू q1 q2 एंड फोर्स इज इनवर्सनली प्रोपोर्शनल टू r स्क्वायर. ठीक है, based on this, how JEE will ask the question? देखो, JEE will ask this kind of a question. I'll give you one example. Okay, देखो, this question is there. This question says, this has been asked in JEE. Two identical conducting spheres are there. Okay, A and B carry equal charge. तो दो स्फीयर कहता है वो कि है यहाँ पे. Okay, so let me draw this situation for you. There is one sphere here A, and then there is one sphere here B. Okay, two spheres are there and they are identical, means size, shape सब same है, right? Size and shape everything is same. Then they say they carry equal charge. तो अगर इसका चार्ज Q है, this charge is also Q. They are separated by a distance much larger than their diameters. मतलब ये जो डिस्टेंस है ना उनके बीच का, कैपिटल D is much larger than the diameter. मतलब डायमीटर बहुत छोटा है, means I can consider them as the point charges because size बहुत कम है उनका, है ना? Now he says कि force between them is F. इनके बीच में क्या फोर्स लग रहा है? F. Now I know about force. Force will be proportional to Q square, isn't it? And force will be inversely proportional to distance का square. This also I know, right? Q square, why did I write? Actually it is Q1 Q2, but both charges are Q only, right? So force is proportional to Q square, I can write. Now the question says, ध्यान से पढ़ना question, very important. A third identical conducting sphere C is uncharged. यहाँ पे एक third identical capacitor है, sorry conductor है. A very important point, identical, same shape, same size, and this is uncharged, मतलब zero charge है इसके ऊपर, right? Now he says C is first touched to A and then to B and then removed. देखो क्या किया उसने, C को लेके गया A के पास, this is A, this is C, it is touched with A. Now here comes the electrostatics, beauty of electrostatics. Whenever you touch two conductors, right? Whenever you touch two conductors, what happened guys? क्या होता है बताओ? Any idea? क्या हो जाता है when you touch two conductors? The charges distribute. Okay, charge distribute होते हैं. Let's say C was uncharged initially. इसका मतलब क्या है? The total charge between these two conductors was Q plus 0. Getting my point? Total charge कितना था A और C के पास? Q plus 0. The total charge will be equally divided in these two. Yes, total charge. This is known as conduction. When two conductors are touched, right? That is known as conduction. Charges flow होते हैं एक से दूसरे में. तो what will happen here? जो total charge है, that is Q plus 0, that divides in these two conductors. तो अगर equally divide होगा तो final charge यहाँ पे कितना? Q by 2. और final charge यहाँ पे कितना? Again Q by 2. How beautiful question, right? So when C is touched, the charge on A is getting half of the initial charge. Okay, this is the conduction mode of charge transfer. Electrostatics का बहुत basic है ये. Take two conductors. Let's say this is having Q charge, this is having 0 charge. If you touch them, the total charge will equally divide into these two. अब total charge कितना था? Q plus 0, that is Q. That will equally divide, मतलब यहाँ पे Q by 2, यहाँ पे भी Q by 2. Getting my point? Yeah. अब देखो. Now C got Q by 2 charge, and now he is saying C is touched with B now. देखो अब B से टच कराएंगे. B पे इनिशियल चार्ज कितना था बताओ? Tell me guys. B पे इनिशियल चार्ज was Q, right? And C पे what is the charge now? It has been charged with Q by 2. अब तो ये zero charge नहीं है. So what is the total charge on B and C? Q plus Q by 2, which is 3Q by 2. है ना? Total charge कितना हो गया? 3Q by 2. And now this 3Q by 2 will equally divide in B and C. तो equally divide मतलब 3Q by 2 का half. So B will get how much charge? 3Q by 4. C will also get how much charge? 3Q by 4. Exactly, Suraj, that is correct. 3Q by 4 or 3Q by 4, right? अब देखो मजा आएगा. Initially A और B उनके पास चार्ज था Q and Q, right? But now they are having charge q by 2 and 3q by 4, तो फोर्स कितना चेंज हो जाएगा? फोर्स कितना चेंज हो जाएगा? देखो, इनिशियली फोर्स वाज F, लेट्स से, नाउ फोर्स विल बी प्रोपोर्शनल टू Q by 2 into 3Q by 4, है ना? क्योंकि Q1 has now become Q by 2, Q2 has now become 3Q by 4, तो फोर्स विल बी प्रोपोर्शनल टू 3Q square by 8. अब देखो, इनिशियली फोर्स वाज Q square, राइट, बट नाउ इट इज 3Q square by 8, मतलब फोर्स इज चेंजिंग by 3 by 8 times. Okay, this was an awesome question based on electrostatics. So this requires all the logic. पहला logic क्या है? When you touch two conductors, charges equally divide. दूसरा logic क्या है? Coulomb's law. Force is proportional to charge present on the spheres. Initially charge present was Q and Q, so force was proportional to Q square. Finally, after touching, the charges are Q by 2 and 3Q by 4. So now the force will be 3Q square by 8, right? Yes, so the final answer will be 3F by 8. तो देखो, this is how you have to go with the basic. सबसे पहले आपको एकदम बेसिक समझना पड़ेगा, right? So you should be knowing the basic laws. जैसे सबसे पहले बेसिक लॉ क्या था? When you touch the two identical conductors, चार्ज जो है टोटल वो इक्वली डिवाइड हो जाता है. If you know that, you have the Coulomb's law with you, right, to find out the forces, isn't it, guys? So I hope you got the logic behind understanding the basic, visualizing the problem. देखो, visualization का क्या मतलब था? He has written everything in the text. I have drew the diagram. A और B कंडक्टर बनाया, C को उससे टच कराया, फिर C को इससे टच कराया, राइट? दिस इज विजुअलाइजेशन. आप विजुअलाइज कर पाओगे कैसे कंडक्टर रखे हुए थे, एंड देन हाउ वी टच्ड देम, व्हाट हैपेंड अपॉन टचिंग. ओके, चलो guys, so this was all about today's session. I hope you understood something, you got the strategies also, right? Now the surprise which I was talking about, this is the surprise for you. So in Vedantu here, we have regular classes on our own platform. Okay, online one-to-one and batches classes are there. So you'll be sitting some with some batch of the students, like 20-30 students will be there. Okay, and the teacher will be teaching you online like this. Okay, not on YouTube. It will be on own platform. We have developed our own platform for teaching only. There you can chat with the students also, right? I mean, chat with the teacher also, students also. So we have started this 1 year long-term JEE course from 29th of April. If you join it, you'll be getting this from the beginning, okay, from first class. The course price for 1 year is very nominal, only 79,000. But right now, the good thing is there is a lightning price going on. You are having a discount of this much, okay? And this is only valid for 4 to 5 hours from now, okay? So for this online lecture, you can join it using this link. Here you'll be getting the proper assignments after each class. Tests will be there. Analysis will be given to you. Comparison with all India level will be given to you, okay? So if you are interested, you can join it with this link. You can click on this link. You also have that. No, it is for all the subjects, Kushi. It is for all the subjects. Physics, chemistry, maths in case of JEE, and physics, chemistry, bio in case of biology. Okay. And this will be complete preparation for your NEET or JEE. And you got the link here, right? On the chat box also. You can click on this and you can join. Okay. Yes, guys. Chalo. Fine. It was nice interacting with you. Hope to see you again in the regular sessions. Bye bye, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Hessa. Thank you, Aditya. Bye, guys.